12th February 2022. Morning Murli. Om Shanti. BapDada. Madhuban. Sweet children, the Father has come to make the orphans belong to the Lord and Master, to liberate everyone from sorrow and take them to the land of happiness. Question: what patience does the Father give his children every cycle? Answer: sweet children, be carefree. It is my duty to establish peace in the world and to liberate everyone from sorrow. I have come to liberate you, children, from this kingdom of Ravan and take you to the kingdom of Ram. It is my duty to take you children back. Song: leave your throne of the sky and come down to earth. Om Shanti. Your children heard the song. Children, remember the most beloved, supremely beloved, Supreme Father, for him to come once again, because Maya has cast a shadow, that is, this has become Ravan's kingdom. Everyone is unhappy. They say we are all impure. Baba says, I come at the confluence age of cycle after cycle. I come 5,000 years ago and have come once again at the confluence age of the cycle. The Father comes and gives you patience. Children, be carefree. This is in my part alone. Children say, Baba, come and teach us Raj Yoga once again. Come and make the impure world pure. At this time, all are orphans. Orphans are those who don't have parents. They continue to fight and quarrel among themselves. Everyone is very unhappy. There is peacelessness in the whole world, and this is why I have come to take you children beyond sorrow, to liberate you from Ravan's kingdom and take you to the kingdom of Ram, the land of happiness. The Father says, this is my duty. The Father of the whole world, that is, of all souls, is only the one. Everyone says, oh, unlimited Baba, you have now left your throne and come down from up above. He resides in the great element of Brahma. Here there are living beings. That is the place of souls, which is also called Brahman. The Father explains to you children, this is a play about happiness and sorrow. All the people are calling out, oh Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, because they are unhappy. The song is based on this. What mistake have the children made? They have forgotten the Father. They don't know the God of the Gita, the one who taught you easy Raj Yoga and made you belong to the Lord and Master from being orphans. It is also sung, O Lord, the one who makes orphans belong to the Lord and Master. He changes Bharat from being an orphans into the Bharat that belonged to the Lord and Master. Bharat belonged to the Lord and Master and was constantly happy. There was purity, peace and prosperity. There was the household ashram. Bharat was great and pure. It is also sung, people, there were 16 celestial degrees full, completely viceless. Here they have become orphans. They don't know what violence is or what non-violence is. They think that killing cows, etc. is violence. The Father says using the sword of lust on one another is violence. Because of Ram's existence, everyone has become impure. The Father says the number one enemy is body consciousness, then lust, anger, these 5 vices that have made you into orphans are your enemies. Baba asks you, O children of Bharat, do you remember that you belong to the Lord and the Master, and that you were so happy when you were in the golden age? When someone here leaves his body, people say that he has gone to heaven. He went from hell, did he not? So you children explain that Bharat is hell at this time. It is said to be the extreme depths of hell. There are stories in the Garud Purana, means Hindu scripture. There isn't any other river, but everyone continues to choke in the ocean of poison. They continue to bite one another and make each other unhappy. The Father comes and explains this drama of happiness and sorrow is predestined. It isn't that it is hell one moment and heaven the next. That those who have a lot of wealth are in heaven. No, even wealthy people are unhappy. At this time, the whole world is unhappy. The Father explains your mother and father are your Lord and Master, to whom you sing, you are the mother and father, and we are your children. People don't know anything, and so they sing the song even in front of Lakshmi and Narayan. You are the mother and you are the father. They even sing this in front of Radhe and Krishna because they don't know the father. They don't know the father, the creator, or his creation. This is the cycle of the world. It wouldn't be called the cycle of Maya. The five vices are called Maya. Wealth is called prosperity. May you be prosperous. May you have a long life. May you have children. Only the Father gives thus blessings. All the rest are from the gurus of the path of devotion. Only the one is the ocean of knowledge to whom they sing. They relate the Gita and then say, these are the virgins of God, Sri Krishna. Oh, but how can Krishna be God? They are calling out to the one up above when they say, change your form and come here. You souls too change your forms. The Father also comes in a human body. He doesn't come riding a bull. You see, Baba, you also change your form as we do and come in a human body. I do not enter a bull or a fish or an alligator. First of all, the human world is created through Brahma, the father of people. So you have two fathers. One is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul Shiv, to whom you say, O Baba, who makes orphans belong to the Lord and Master. Come, you then sing, when the sun of knowledge rises, the sun of knowledge is also that Father who is the highest on high. This play has to be understood. The play is also based on Bharat. All the rest are by plots. The deity religion of Bharat is elevated and number one. Those of the deity religion and divine acts were elevated. Now they have become corrupt in their religion and action. The Father explains there are four main religions. The first religion is the deity religion. Only the one Father would carry out the task of the establishment of the golden age. He is heavenly God, the Father. The Father says, I only come once at the confluence age of the cycle. Your children know that you now belong to the Lord and Master. Only the one Father makes orphans belong to the Lord and Master. Human beings can only give temporary happiness to human beings. This is the world of sorrow. People continue to cry out in distress. Bharat was the land of happiness and it is now the land of sorrow. He has come from the land of peace. The play is now coming to an end. This costume has become old. While living at home with your family, remain pure. I, your Father, have come to establish pure heaven. It was pure and is now impure. For half the cycle, there is the kingdom of Ram, and for half the cycle, there is the kingdom of Ravan. You are now in God's lap. This is God's family. Dada means grandfather at Shivbaba. Prajapita Brahma is Baba. This is their reality. You know that the incorporeal Father has entered this one. He has entered a human body. That Father sits here and talks to you souls. He is called the spiritual surgeon. He gives injections to the spirits. They say that souls are immune. to the effect of action. But how could souls be immune? Sanskars are in each soul, and a soul takes birth according to them. You children now know the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Everyone remembers him. Oh, purifier, Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, you are the Father, the seed of this human world tree. You are the living being and the ocean of knowledge. All the knowledge is in your souls. Then, according to your sanskars, you became kings by studying. The Father also had sanskars of knowledge. He has the knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the world. He also makes you into seers of the three aspects of time. You souls know that you come from the incorporeal world. The Brahma element cannot be called God. The knowledge that the Father comes and speaks is called Gita. The Father himself comes and establishes a kingdom. No one else establishes a kingdom. The kingdom is now to be established, and this is why you have to become pure. The Father now gives you children knowledge. He makes you pure and makes you belong to the Lord and Master. No one knows about the world drama either. This drama is the eternal and imperishable drama. All souls have received imperishable parts. The Supreme Soul also has a part. Baba has explained that Shiv is not such a big lingam. He is called the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. What is the form of a soul? A star, a light. A wonderful star sparkles in the center of the forehead. It is a wonder how such a tiny soul had such a big part. It is a wonder. The Father says, I, a soul, also have a part. I serve you so much on the path of devotion. At this time, the path is wonderful. The parts of your children continue every cycle. Actors too are number-wise. First of all, there is Baba. The Father gives you all the knowledge that he has. The Father says, children, a kingdom is being established. Now make effort and claim a high status. Claim whatever seat you want. You have to make effort to receive your reward and unlimited happiness from the unlimited Father. The World Mother is called the Goddess of Knowledge. From where did she receive knowledge? From Brahma. Who gave it to Brahma? Shiv, the Supreme Soul. The Brahma Kumaris and Kumaris are receiving this knowledge through Brahma. You Brahmins have become instruments for this sacrificial fire. Thus is called the sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra, in which the whole of the old world is to be destroyed. All the festivals are of this confluence age. Instead of Shiv, they have spoken of the night of Krishna and portrayed the birth of Krishna to be at night. They don't understand the meaning of Shivratri, the night of Shiv. The iron age is the night, and the golden age is the day. When Shiv comes and changes night into day, that is called Shiv Jayanti. It is the unlimited night and day. This Shiv Shakti army is one that will make Bharat into heaven. Look how you are studying in such an incognito way. You claim the kingdom with the power of yoga. Ancient Raj Yoga, through which you receive the kingdom, is very well known. Everyone becomes pure. Souls imbibe this knowledge. No one has knowledge of souls. There means in the golden age they have knowledge of souls, but not of God or creation. Only you Brahmins have this knowledge. You who do spiritual service are the most elevated. The one traveler comes to make all of you brides beautiful. There is just the one traveler, and all the rest are brides. The procession of those who became part of the subjects and who reside in the land of liberation is very long. The bridegroom comes to decorate everyone and take them back home. He will take everyone back like a swarm of mosquitoes. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, BapDada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, become a lighthouse. Let the hand of peace be in one eye and the land of happiness in the other eye. Don't see this land of sorrow while seeing it. Second point, become full of knowledge like the Father and make full effort to claim unlimited happiness. Give others the knowledge that you have received. Blessing. May you become full of the treasures of happiness, and by keeping the awareness of having all attainments, kick away sadness. Explanation. At the confluence age, all of your children receive the treasure of happiness from the Father. For this, no matter what happens, even if you have to shed your body, do not let go of your treasures of happiness. Constantly keep the awareness of having all attainments, and sadness will then be kicked away. Even if there is some loss in your business, do not let any waves of sadness enter your mind, because what is the big deal about that when compared to your infinite attainment? If you have happiness, you have everything, and if you don't have happiness, you have nothing. Slogan. In order to play the part of a master remover of sorrow and bestower of happiness, become full of all attainments. Om Shanti. Invaluable virgins of Mateshwariji. God speaks to the children. The dictates of the gurus and the scriptures are not my dictates. They simply say that they are my directions. But I know my directions. I come and give you the address of where to find me. Prior to that, no one knew my address. Although it is mentioned in the Gita, God speaks, it was human beings who spoke the Gita. God Himself is the ocean of knowledge. The memorial of the elevated virgins spoken by God were made into the Gita. All the scholars, Pandit, etc. say that God spoke the elevated virgins in Sanskrit, and so you cannot find God without learning it. In fact, they trap us into more paraphernalia of rituals, etc. You have to climb the ladder by learning the Vedas and scriptures, etc. And you then have to come down just as much. That is, you have to forget all of those things and connect your intellect in yoga with the one God, because God clearly says you cannot attain me by doing any of those rituals or by reading the Vedas and scriptures, etc. Looking what scriptures did Dhruv, Prahlad, or Meera means all devotees who have been remembered read. Here, you have to forget everything you have studied. For instance, Arjuna had studied all of that and he had to forget it all. God's virgins are clear. Remember me in every breath, and there is no need to do anything else. Until you receive this knowledge, the path of devotion will continue. But when the lamp of knowledge is lit, you stop all of those rituals, because if you were to shed your body while carrying out any of the rituals, what benefit would there be? You neither created any reward nor received liberation from the karmic accounts of your karmic bondages. People believe that not telling lies, but stealing, not causing sorrow for anyone, are all good acts. However, here you have to free yourselves from any bondage of karma for all time and also remove the root of your sinful actions. All of us wish to sow such seeds that a good tree emerges. This is when you have to know your acts in this human life and perform elevated actions. However much you recognize God, that is how close you come to Him. God, the one who resides in the Brahma element, the one who is beyond heaven and hell, comes and tells us all of the secrets. Acha, Om, Shanti.